In yesterday's video, we went ahead and went over the highlights of the witness testimony of Jocelyn Smith's teacher, who was her teacher for the first month of the school year of 2024. Jocelyn was in grade 1 at the time of her disappearance, a very beautiful young girl. And then the defense team, aka Kelly's lawyer, went ahead and cross-examined the teacher. But in so doing, he went ahead and at the same time corroborated the teacher's evidence in chief. I thought that was a little bit weird. But then I also went ahead and asked you who else you wanted me to highlight from the past witnesses. And someone said they wanted to watch Butta's cross-examination again in the trial within a trial. I thought that was a odd request just because Butta's trial within a trial was pretty recent. And we know what happened there. But you know what I said? It couldn't harm us to watch it one more time. And at the same time, I said, you know what? Maybe if we look at it with a different set of eyes, we can also as well determine, is he remorseful in his testimony? So let's go ahead, jump into it. I'm going to keep this intro nice and short, just so you guys knew why we were going back to Butta. And yeah, let me know. Do you think he is remorseful? Do you think the judge will be lenient with him? And finally, in the sentencing, do you think that he actually played a part in the sale of Jocelyn Smith? Every time I say that sentence, I just feel it's so awkward that actually is commodification of Jocelyn Smith, a young human being, a child. But I also wanted to bring this back up and ask you guys, do you think he did it? So somebody says the reason, that's another comment. Someone said in the comment section that the reason why Kelly said Butta is innocent to Jocelyn's teacher is because he's the actual orchestrator of it all. And we have it all wrong. So let me know if you think Butta had the capacity or the capability to orchestrate this plan, or is Kelly the actual mastermind? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's get into it.
Die Kosa man.
The Kosa man.
Het voor my so gestaan terwyl my kop afhang.
He was standing in front of me, the witness shows, my lord. He was standing in front of me as my head was hanging.
En hy het 'n swart sak in sy hand gehad.
He had a black bag in his hand, the witness shows, my lord.
En toe vra hy van my, do you know Jesus?
Hy het vir my gevra, ken jy vir Jesus?
En ek het vir hom gesê ja.
I told him yes.
En as toe wat hy die swart sak om my kop trek.
And that's when he put over the black bag over my head.
En soos die swart sak om my kop is,
As the black bag was over my head,
sê hy vir my ek moet my kop skud wanneer ek wil praat.
he told me that I must not shake my head when I want to speak.
Goed, en wat gebeur toe?
What happened?
En soos ek voel ek kan nie asem kry nie,
As I found that I couldn't breathe,
skud ek my kop
I nodded and shook my head,
en hulle haal die sak af.
and the bag was taken off.
En ek sê vir hulle maar ek weet nie waar Jocelyn nie.
And I told them that I don't know where Jocelyn is.
En soos ek vir hulle sê ek weet nie waar Jocelyn nie,
As I told them that I don't know where Jocelyn is,
slat hulle my met bettens
I was hit with batons
op my knieë,
on my knees,
op my voete
on my feet,
en op my hande.
on my hands.
En so klap hulle vir my in my gesig.
And I also smacked in my face. The witness shows with the hands, my lord, but lowered, they smacked me with the hands.
Wat onthou jy van hierdie klap teen die gesig? Is daar iets wat jy onthou?
What can you remember with the smacks on your face?
Die colored man
The colored man
met die baard
with a beard,
het vir my 'n groot, ek weet nie meer wat het hy my geslat nie, maar hy het my 'n groot klap gegee.
he hit me, he smacked me hard, my lord, but I don't know with what.
En ek het duiselig geraak.
Then I became dizzy.
Vertel vir hoe weet u dat dit die kleerlingman is wat u geslaan het?
Can you please tell the court how you know that it was a colored man that hit you?
Want hy was aan my linkerkant.
Because he was on my left hand side.
En die sak was hier om my kop gewees.
And the bag was not over my head.
But jy sê jy kon nie asem kry nie. Jy skud die kop en al die sak af.
You said that you couldn't breathe and you nodded your head or you shook your head and the plastic was taken off and then?
Wat gebeur verder?
What happened further?
En toe sit hulle net weer die sak om.
They placed the plastic bag again over my head.
En
hulle vra vir my waar is Jocelyn? Wat het jy gemaak met Jocelyn?
They asked me, where is Jocelyn? What have you done with Jocelyn?
En wat het jy geantwoord?
What did you answer?
Ek het weer vir hulle gesê, maar ek weet nie waar is Jocelyn nie.
I told them once again, I don't know where Jocelyn is.
Is dit vir u moontlik om vir hierdie hof te sê hoe lank dit aangehou het?
Is it possible to tell the court how long it took?
Ek kan nie presies tyd sê nie, maar dat dit aangehou tot dit donker raak.
I can't say precisely the time, but it continued till it was dark.
In al hierdie tyd was dit net u en hierdie manne in die
During this time, was it you and these people, these guys only?
Dit is reg so.
That's correct, sir.
En is dit vir u moontlik om te sê hoeveel kere hierdie sak op die kop gesit is, afgehaal is, op die kop gesit is, u antwoord? Is dit vir u moontlik om dit te sê?
Is it possible for you to tell the court or to say how many times was this bag placed over your head, taken off, placed over your head and taken off?
As ek mooi onthou, dat was dit so, kan nie presies sê nie, maar het was tamelijk baie kere.
My Lord, if I can remember, it was about, I can't say how many times, but it was a few times, my Lord.
Het dit opgehou of het dit net aangehou?
Did it stop or you continued?
Dat het net aangegaan, ja.
It just continued.
Maar u sou my saam sê, een van die tyd moes dit opgehou het.
You agreed with me at some stage it stopped.
Nie lankie, dus sien ek, toe die sak van my kop afkom, toe kom Stefano on.
Not long after, my Lord, when the bag came off my head, I saw Stefano coming or entering.
En daar was nog mannen met hem, ik kan niet precies zeggen hoeveel.
There was other men with him, but I won't be able to say precisely how many.
En hulle het vir my losgemaak.
And they loosened me.
En ek sien hulle vir hom, toe hang hulle vir hom.
I saw my Lord and they hanged him, the witness shows, my Lord.
En dieselfde posisie wat ek gehang het.
They hanged him in the same position I was, my Lord. The witness shows with his hands like this, they hanged him in the same position I was, my Lord.
Okay, voor ons nou aangaan, vertel net vir die hof duidelik. Hulle het nou iets gesê, my losgemaak. Wat bedoel jy dat hulle u losgemaak het?
Hulle het die boeie afgehaal.
They loosened the handcuffs.
En na hulle nou u boeie afgehaal het, wat was u situasie toe? Wat was u nie, het u toe nie boeie aangehad nie?
After the handcuffs were taken off, what was the situation after that?
Toe vat hulle vir my om die tafel.
They took me around the table.
En hulle het 'n groot polisievlag, 'n blou vlag.
They had a big police flag, a blue one.
En hulle het vir my vasgekabeld daai.
They tied with cable ties.
En hulle het vir my opgerol in die vlag.
They rolled me up in the flag.
En toe begin slaan hulle vir my met bettens
They started hitting me with batons
op my hele liggaam.
on my whole body.
As jy sê, u noem die cable ties. Waar?
You mentioned cable ties.
Dis reg.
That's correct, sir.
Waar het hulle die cable ties op u gesit?
Where did they place the cable ties on you?
My hande.
My hands. The witness shows, my Lord. My hands.
Goed, so u is nou, soos u verduidelik, cable ties vastgeboeid en u is in die vlag toegedraai en hulle slaan u met pattens. Is dit al wat gedoen is?
You say you were tied up with cable ties, you were wrapped around the flag, and you hit with batons. What else?
Nie lankie, toe hoor ek net
Not long after I heard,
een van hulle
one of them
vra vir my, ken ek vir Makalima?
One of them asked me, do I know Makalima?
En ek het vir hulle gevra, wat 'n Makalima?
I asked them, which Makalima?
Ja.
En toe sê hulle vir my Makalima, wat in Middelbos bly.
They said Makalima, the one that resides in Middelbos.
Toe vra hulle vir my, wie ken ek vir Makalima?
They asked me once again, do I know Makalima?
En ek het gesê, ja, ek ken vir Makalima.
I said, yes, I do know Makalima.
En hulle vra vir my of ek vir hulle gaan wys waar Makalima bly.
They asked me if I could show them where Makalima resides.
En ek het maar net gesê, ja, ek gaan vir julle wys waar Makalima bly.
I just said, yes, I will show you where Makalima resides.
Again, this is the evidence in chief. And remember that Steffi and his legal representative, they communicate in Afrikaans throughout their consultation. So the judge made special arrangements that the evidence in chief in the trial within the trial be led between the two in Afrikaans. So that is why you hear the interpreter giving a lot of detail, so describing his hands when he uses his hands for gestures, because that is for the record. Again, the record is always in English. So if this case ever went to the Supreme Court of Appeals, the record is available in English. Okay, so now that I've cleared that out of the way, now we hear Steffi explain, or should I say describe, the torture that he experienced under the hands while he was incarcerated. And at the time, he now transitions into introducing Makalima, Umagalima, okay? Not Makalima, Umagalima. And the police ask him if he knows Umagalima, and he says yes, he knows her. And they ask if he knows where she lives. Yes, and he will take them to where she resides. So that point is just left hanging there, and then they move to the next portion. So yeah, let me know your thoughts so far with regards to Buddha and his description in this evidence in chief. Let's continue listening on.
Jy het vir die hof gesê dat jy het gesien dat Stefano het ook daar aangekom en hulle het om in dieselfde posisie gehad. Wat het u ervaar terwyl hulle met u praat?
You say that whilst you were there, Stefano also came in, he was also placed in the position. What did you experience?
Ek het gesien hoe hulle vir hom moes laat op sy knieë
I also saw how they hit him also as well on his knees,
en op sy voete
on his feet.
en hulle het 'n sak om sy kop gesit.
They also placed a bag over his head.
Toe u nou in die vlag toegedraai was die kop ook toegedraai of het die kop uitgesteek?
My kop,
Once you were wrapped around in the flag, was your head also wrapped around, or your head was out or visible?
nee, my kop was buite.
My head was out.
Ja, wat kan u verder onthou?
Yes, what can you remember further?
Ek kan gevoel het daai tyd die verligting wat op my is toe hulle vir my vra of ek Makalima ken.
Mano, can I just also witness to see the first ones? Can you believe it?
Stadig.
Ek kan gevoel het die verligting dat hulle my los die tyd toe hulle vir my vra of ek vir Makalima ken.
I could feel, my Lord, the relief when they asked me about Makalima.
Hoe kom het u verlig gevoel?
Why did you feel relieved?
Van ek kan gevoel het hulle hou opslaan.
Because I could feel that they were stopping hitting me or assaulting me.
Toe u voel hulle hou opslaan.
When you felt they stopped hitting you?
Op daardie stadium nou, u is in die vlag toegedraai. Stefano is daar. Daar's mense. Kan nie vir die hof sê hoeveel mense daar in daai vertrek was?
That time you were wrapped around in the flag, Stefano is there, and can you please tell the court how many people was around there in that room?
As u kan sê hoeveel daar was.
If you can.
Dit was nou die manne wat saam met my gewees het.
It was the men that were with me,
Die 4 of 5 manne
the 4 or 5 men,
en die manne wat saam met Stefano ook ingekom het.
and the men that also arrived there with Stefano.
Goed, hulle hou nou opslaan aan u.
They stopped hitting him.
Wat volg daarna?
What happened after?
So het ek vir hulle gesê dat ek sal vir hulle gaan wys waar Makalima bly.
So I told them that I will show them where Makalima resides.
En so het hulle vir my weer vasgeboeie
And they also handcuffed me again.
en hulle het vir my in 'n kar gesit.
Can you hear say?
Hulle het vir my in 'n kar gesit.
They was placed in a motor vehicle.
Meneer Paul sê net vir my nou, hulle het u weer geboei en u sê hulle het u in 'n kar gesit. Was dit nog lig geweest op daardie stadium?
You say, Mr. Apollos, that you were handcuffed and they placed you in the motor vehicle. Was it still light outside?
Nee, dit was al donker.
No, it was dark already, sir.
Het u in daardie tyd, vandat u nou 'n swart sak oor die kop gekry het, totdat hulle nou u losgemaak het en weer boeie aangesit het, toe u nou na die kar toe geneem is, het u op daardie stadium enige iemand daar gesien wat u in hierdie verhoor hier gesien het? Enige manspersoon of vroupersoon gesien wat u in die hof erken het?
Whilst you were there, you were handcuffed and those things were done to you and you were handcuffed again and you said that you were taken to the motor vehicle. Whilst you were here, did you see any of those persons that were present on the day?
Ek het een gesien
I saw one
wat ek later leer ken het as Sergeant Fortuin.
that I later became known to me as Sergeant Fortuin.
Jy sê u het een gesien en u sê die Sergeant Fortuin. Sergeant Fortuin, kan u vir jou sê wanneer het jy hom, as jy kan onthou, die eerste keer gesien?
You say that you saw one that later known to you as Sergeant Fortuin. If you can remember, when was the first time you saw that person, Sergeant Fortuin?
In die kar wat ek geklim het.
In the motor vehicle I was in.
Wie was in die voertuig wat u ingeklim het? Jy sê jy sien Sergeant Fortuin en u is in die voertuig. Was daar enig iemand anders in die voertuig?
You say you got into the motor vehicle and Sergeant Fortuin was in this motor vehicle. Was there anyone else in the motor vehicle?
Sergeant Fortuin was die drywer van die kar.
Sergeant Fortuin was the driver of the motor vehicle.
Daar was nog 'n man wat voor gesit het links
There was another man who was seated in the front on the left-hand side.
en daar was 'n vrou met grys hare
There was a female person with grey hair
wat regs agter gesit het
that sat at the back on the right-hand side.
en ek het links agter gesit.
And I was seated at the back on the left-hand side.
Ja, en wat gebeur toe?
What happened after?
Toe was daar 'n klomp vervoere gewees
There was a lot of motor vehicles
wat saam gery het en die kar wat ek in gery het, het voorgery.
and they drove with us, but the motor vehicle that I was in was driving in front.
En ek het gaan wys waar Makalima bly.
I went to point out or show where Makalima resides.
En Sergeant Fortuin,
Sergeant Fortuin,
toe ons by Makalima se huis kom, het 'n foto gevat van Makalima
when we got at Makalima's house, Sergeant Fortuin took a photo of Makalima
en het die foon vir my gebring om vir my die foto te wys en vir my gevra
and brought the phone and showed me the phone and asked me,
of dit Makalima is.
is that Makalima?
En ek het vir Sergeant gesê ja.
I told the sergeant, yes.
Goed, is jy op enige stadium daar dat jy by Makalima se huis was uit die voertuig uitgeneem geweest?
Nee.
Whilst you were at Makalima's house, were you taken out of the motor vehicle? No.
Is dit vir u moontlik om vir die hof te sê hoe lank u in die voertuig daar by Makalima se huis was?
Is it possible for you to tell the court how long were you seated in the car whilst at Makalima's place?
Ek kan nie presies sê hoe lank, maar dit was baie lank geweest.
I can't precisely say, my lord, but it was very long.
Goed, na hierdie baie lang tyd en u is in die voertuig, wat gebeur toe?
After this long time and in the motor vehicle, what happened afterwards?
Toe het ek gesien, hulle het vir Makalima gevat,
I saw that they took Makalima,
'n man
her husband,
en haar 2 kinders.
and her 2 kids.
En ons is weer terug Seaborne toe gewees.
And we went back to Seaborne again.
Nou kom jy terug by Seaborder, vertel vir die hof net in kort, wat word van u? Het jy in die kar bly sit? het u uitgeklim? Vertel net vir jou.
You are back now at sea border. Can you please explain to the court you arrived there? Did you still remain seated in the motor vehicle or what happened?
Hulle het my net 'n tydjie in die kar laat bly
They let me sit for some time in the car
en toe kwam hulle my uit die kar uit
and they came to fetch me out of the motor vehicle.
en toe sê hulle vir my ek moet nou na Makalima toe gaan
They told me that I must go to Makalima.
en dan moet ek vir Makalima sê in haar gesig
I must tell Makalima in her face
dat ek en Stefano die kind na haar toe geneem het.
that myself and Stefano took the child to her.
Wow, the person who requested we go back to Butta's evidence in chief. Okay, so there is the golden thread. Did you guys hear it? The judge mentioned this in his judgment where he speaks about Steffi and Butta never ever mentioned Jocelyn by name. They always referred to her as the child. I never caught on to that, of course, during the live proceedings, but listening to it now, it literally gave me chills. Like, they really did commodify Jocelyn, the child. Why not Jocelyn? Especially for Butta, because Butta lived with Jocelyn. Butta was Jocelyn's primary caregiver when Kelly went to work. Remember, Kelly was the breadwinner. Kelly was the provider. Kelly's the one who woke up early in the morning and went to work. But Butta remained with the kids that fateful day. They don't deny it. So he was with her. And he says the police told him to say it to her face, to Umaga Lima Upumza Skaka, to her face, that him and Steffi took the child to her. Wow, that is so sad. Poor Jocelyn. What kind of people did she live with? Let's continue listening on.
En ons het gegaan tot daar.
We went till there.
As jy nou sê ons gaan toe daar, wie is ons?
When you say that we went till there, who are we?
Dit was ek en twee spiere manne. Ek en twee manne.
It was myself and two men.
En
Detective Lee. That's correct.
het jy enige van die twee geken of al gesien voorheen?
Did you know any of these men or have you seen them before?
Nee meneer, maar het was dieselfde manne wat saam met my was in die seebode.
No, sir, but it was the same man that was with me at sea border.
Jy het in die hof gesê dat jy het 'n toze man en 'n kleerlingman met 'n baard gesien wat twee van die 4 of 5 was. Was hierdie twee persone een van daai twee wat nou toe jy terugkom opgekom het?
Die toze man meneer.
You said to the court that there was a Xhosa man and a colored man that was with you from the 4 to 5 years. Were these two persons with you or who? The Xhosa man?
Goed, nou gaan jy van die voertuig af waar jy neem hulle toe. Na, soos jy gesê het, na Makalima toe. Sorry, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, I asked him the two that he said that went with you now from the car. I asked him if he could recognize them. And he said that one of those two was the Xhosa man that he saw. That was one of the 4 or 5 that was with him. Is it correct, sir, meneer Apollo?
That's correct meneer.
That's correct, sir.
Thank you, my lord. Goed, jy het nou, ek wil nou net jy moet stadiger gaan.
I want you to go slower.
Jy sê jy was by die seaborder en het 'n tydjie in die kar gesit. Toe
You
haal
said
hulle
that you were at the sea border, you stayed for some time in the car.
toe haal hulle u uit
They took you out.
en jy gaan na Makalima.
You went to Makalima
En dat jy vir haar moet sê
and that you must tell her
dat jy en Stefano vir Jocelyn nageneem het.
that yourself and Stefano took Jocelyn to her.
Is dit korrek so?
Is that correct?
Goed.
That's correct meneer.
That's correct, my lord.
Is u toe na Makalima toe geneem?
Were you taken to Makalima?
Ja meneer.
Yes, sir.
En toe u nou inkom daar waar Makalima is, wat het u waargeneem? As jy enigiets kan onthou? Wat het u waargeneem? Wat het u gesien? Daar waar Makalima. Het u Makalima gesien?
When you got, or when you were taken to where Makalima was, what did you see or what did you notice where Makalima was? Or did you see Makalima?
Toe ek aan die kantoor kom,
When I got into the officer,
toe sien ek Makalima is ook vasgeboeie.
I also saw Makalima was handcuffed.
En daar was verspierde vrouens
There was also female detectives
wat vir Makalima geslat het met bettens op haar voete.
that hit Makalima with batons on her feet.
En hulle sê vir my,
Can you hear her answer?
en hulle sê vir my,
They told me,
dat ek vir Makalima moet sê dat ek en Stefano die kind na haar toe geneem het.
they told me that I must tell Makalima that myself and Stefano took the child to her.
En ek het vir Makalima gesê,
And I told Makalima,
Did you tell Makalima the same as they told you to tell?
ek het vir Makalima dieselfde goed gesê wat hulle gesê het in die vraag sê.
dat is reg, ja, voilà.
That's correct, my lord.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. Wat kan jy onthou wat Makalima se reaksie was?
Can you remember what was Makalima's reaction?
Makalima het vir my gevra,
Makalima asked me,
hoe kan ek dit doen?
how can you do that?
Is dit al wat jy vir Makalima sê of het jy nog iets vir Makalima gesê of is daar nog iets gebeur?
Is that all that you told Makalima or there's something else that you told her?
Dat is al wat ek vir Makalima gesê het.
That's all that I told Makalima.
En wat doen jy toe? Bly jy daar? Wat gebeur toe?
What happened? You remained there or what happened?
Toe het hulle my weer gevat uit die kantoor waar Makalima is.
They took me out again from the office where Makalima was.
En hulle het vir my gesê,
They told me that.
nou gaan sy na Kiali toe.
Now you are going to Kelly.
En dan sê sy vir Kiali,
Then you must tell Kelly.
dat Kiali het vir jou gestuur
That Kelly sent you
om die kind na Makalima toe te vat
to take the child to Makalima.
en Makalima gaan 20.000 rand gee.
And Makalima is going to give 20,000 rand.
Goed. En het jy dit gedoen toe?
Did you do that?
Ek het dit gedoen.
I did.
Was jy geboei op daardie stadium?
Were you handcuffed at that stage?
Dat is reg, so ek was geboeie.
That's correct, I was handcuffed.
Was daar iemand saam met jy?
Was someone with you?
Wat saam met jy geloop het? Het jy alleen geloop?
Was there someone that walked with you or you walked alone?
Daar was iemand wat saam met my geloop het.
There was someone that walked with me.
Was dit een of meer persone?
Was it one or more than one person?
As ek mooi kan onthou, was hulle 2 gewees.
If I can remember correctly, there were 2.
Goed nou. En jy sê jy het dit toe vir Kelly gesê, wat kan jy onthou wat het daarna gebeur?
Could you say that you told Kelly that? Can you remember what happened or what took place afterwards?
Na ek vir Kiali dit gesê het,
After I told Kelly that,
hulle het vir my weer gevat
they took me once again
en hulle het vir my weer in 'n kar gesit.
and they placed me again in a motor vehicle.
So jy is nou weer in 'n voertuig gesit gewees. Hierdie periode vandat jy by Seaborder aangekom het totdat jy nou weer in 'n voertuig gesit is aan die einde nou wat jy nou net gesê het. Is dit vir jy moontlik om te sê hoe lank dit was? Hoeveel ure was dit?
You say you were placed again in the motor vehicle and in that period, can you please, is it possible for you to tell the court how long it took to take it back to the motor vehicle? How long did it take?
As ek mooi kan onthou, was dit 'n hele aand gewees.
If I can remember correctly, my lord, it was the whole evening.
En jy is in 'n voertuig weer en is jy weer toe uit die voertuig uitgeneem?
You were placed in the motor vehicle again. Were you taken again out of the motor vehicle?
Nee, meneer.
No, sir.
Jy sal onthou dat daar is getuienis voor die hof dat Sergeant Johnson toe u in 'n voertuig was na u gekom het.
You can remember that there's evidence in front of the court that when you were in the motor vehicle, Sergeant Johnson came in.
En dat sy u regte aan u voorgelees het en u gearresteer het.
And that she explained your rights to you and she arrested you.
Remember that this all happened before Botha was formally arrested and before he wrote his statement, aka the confession, which is the purpose of the trial within a trial to decide to admit his confession or not. The judge later decided to admit the alleged confession, but he said they're not confessions, they are statements. So because of this statement that he made and the pointing out of Makalima's house, pointing out Makalima got arrested, but those charges didn't stick. Botha went to her face and said, Steffi and I brought the child to you. And he says this twice in this evidence in chief. Twice he does not say Joshlyn Smith's name. With that, please go ahead and type Joshlyn Smith in the comment section down below, because may her name continue to be a search item, and may it also pull up in search records, and that Joshlyn's name does not die down. I still believe as well that they should make a law in Joshlyn Smith's name. We will find Joshlyn Smith. Hashtag we'll find Joshlyn Smith. Bring Joshlyn Smith back. Where is Joshlyn Smith? This is absolutely devastating, and just watching this again, it really made me sick to my stomach. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.